Welcome, battle enthusiasts, to the ultimate crossover showdown. Today, we pit two titans of destruction against each other, Fire Lord Ozai, empowered by Sozin's comet, against Madara Uchiha, in his Edo Tensei and later Ten Tails forms. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of elemental mastery versus shinobi prowess, a test of raw power against strategic genius. Who will emerge victorious? Let's dive into the arena. Our battle begins in a desolate, rocky landscape, reminiscent of the Valley of the End, but with volcanic activity in the distance. The air crackles with anticipation. Ozai descends from the sky, propelled by twin jets of crimson fire, his eyes burning with the comet's amplified power. He lands with a thunderous impact, a fiery aura engulfing him. Another challenger dares to face the Phoenix King? He booms, his voice echoing with arrogance and power. Across from him, Madara Uchiha materializes, his Edo Tensei eyes glowing with an eerie purple. He surveys Ozai with a calm, almost bored expression. A mere firebender, even with such a boost, is hardly worth my time, Madara retorts, his voice deep and resonant. But perhaps you can provide a momentary distraction. Ozai, enraged by Madara's dismissive tone, unleashes a torrent of fire. A massive, concentrated blast, hotter and more destructive than anything seen before, surges towards Madara. The ground melts, and the air shimmers. Madara, however, remains unfazed. With a single hand sign, he erects a massive wood-style, deep forest emergence, a colossal forest of hardened wood erupting from the ground, intercepting Ozai's attack. The fire rages against the wood, but the forest holds, slowly charring but not breaking. Impressive for a primitive art, Madara muses, leaping onto a towering wooden branch. But can you withstand this? He then unleashes a barrage of fire-style, great fire annihilation, a massive wall of flames that dwarfs Ozai's previous attack, sweeping across the battlefield. Ozai, with a roar, meets fire with fire. He creates a swirling vortex of blue flames. A defensive maneuver that deflects Madara's attack, sending plumes of smoke and ash into the sky. The sheer force of the clash creates a shockwave that cracks the earth. Ozai, realizing raw power alone won't suffice, shifts tactics. He channels lightning, not just as a bolt, but as a continuous stream, arcing and dancing around him. He moves with incredible speed, a blur of fire and electricity, attempting to close the distance. Madara's Sharingan tracks every movement. He activates his Susanoo, not yet fully formed, but enough to manifest a skeletal arm of chakra, blocking Ozai's lightning whips. The clash of lightning and chakra creates blinding flashes. Ozai, seeing an opening, unleashes a devastating lightning strike directly at Madara. But Madara, with his Rinnegan, activates the Preta path, absorbing the lightning effortlessly. Such a waste of energy, Madara taunts. Madara then uses his wood style to manipulate the battlefield. Spikes of wood erupt from beneath Ozai, forcing him to constantly fly and evade. The environment becomes a weapon, a living, breathing entity under Madara's control. Ozai, adapting, uses his firebending to incinerate the encroaching wood, creating fiery trenches and molten pathways. He launches fire daggers and explosive blasts, trying to find a weakness in Madara's defenses. He even attempts to create a vacuum by rapidly consuming oxygen with his flames, hoping to suffocate Madara. Madara, however, has multiple layers of defense. He uses his Susanoo to shield himself from the intense heat and lack of oxygen, while simultaneously launching wood-style projectiles, forcing Ozai to remain on the defensive. Just as Ozai believes he's gaining an advantage, Madara decides to escalate. "You've proven slightly more resilient than expected," he concedes, but this charade ends now. With a surge of dark chakra, Madara begins his transformation into the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. The ground trembles, the sky darkens, and a monstrous, ethereal form begins to coalesce around him. Ozai watches, a flicker of genuine concern crossing his face for the first time. Madara emerges, his skin pale, his eyes now a terrifying blend of Rinnegan and Sharingan, with the truth-seeking Orbs floating behind him. His power is immense, overwhelming. Ozai, understanding the gravity of the situation, knows he must unleash everything. He gathers all his remaining energy, his body becoming a conduit for the comet's power. He unleashes a colossal, continuous stream of pure, unadulterated fire, a true phoenix blast, aimed directly at Madara. The attack is so powerful it tears through the landscape, vaporizing everything in its path. Madara, now the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, simply raises a hand. A truth-seeking orb expands into a massive shield, effortlessly deflecting Ozai's ultimate attack. The fire dissipates harmlessly against the black orb. Futile, Madara states, his voice devoid of emotion. He then unleashes a single, devastating truth-seeking ball, a sphere of destructive energy that expands rapidly. It engulfs him, and in a blinding flash of light, Ozai is utterly annihilated, leaving no trace behind. Madara stands amidst the devastation, his expression unchanged. He slowly deactivates his Ten Tails form, returning to his Edo Tensei state. A fleeting spark, he mutters, extinguished. And there you have it. The undisputed victor is Madara Uchiha. While Ozai, empowered by Sozin's comet, possessed incredible raw power and destructive firebending. He simply could not contend with the sheer versatility, strategic depth, and overwhelming power of Madara Uchiha, especially in his Ten Tails Jinchuriki form. Madara's Rinnegan allowed him to absorb Ozai's energy attacks. His wood style provided both offense and defense, and his Susanoo offered an impenetrable shield. The moment he transformed into the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, the battle was effectively over. Ozai's elemental mastery, while formidable in his own world, was ultimately outclassed by Madara's godlike abilities. What do you think? Did we miss any crucial details? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic battle analyses.